immediately. So we welcome you to the live webinar with Adetuloye with Thierry of the Business Development Academy. BDA is a 30-day online platform providing essential skills and knowledge for individuals and business owners to start and grow their business successfully. So our target is to ensure that you start your business and you grow it successfully. So today we are going to be looking at a special topic, a topic that is dear to me and that is dear to every small business owner that wants to grow. And that topic is how to create a business in your absence. How to create a business that runs in your absence. How to ensure that you build something and you can travel for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and this business is running without your physical presence. How do you ensure that you build businesses that can have branches and in such a way that you are not in that branch and the branch is doing well? Imagine business like restaurant business that they will have like 50 outlets. And when you get to those outlets, you receive services and you just feel that these people have standardized their process. The way they greet customer is almost the same way in all the branches, you know. So there is a way to it. There is a way to build your own business. So some of us, we are the only one running our business right now. You are the accountant, you are the marketer, you are the one that will deliver the order to fulfill the order, you are the operations person, you are the secretary, you are the CEO, you are the driver, you are everything. But when you start making money, you need to now start creating structures around your business. So those things are what we are going to talk about tonight. Now, our agenda, usually we talk about the assignments, which I said some of you have submitted already. The testimonial, we'll talk about it. Some of you have started filling. And digital trade fair, which we've not seen us drop our flyer. So by tomorrow, we will re-emphasize it so that we can help you to market your business. The business plan that we've already started talking about, the model canvas, the pitch deck, social media pages, and all that. So the BDA assignments, like I said, we have received some quite number of submissions. So if you've not submitted, please go ahead and submit. That's what we could tell you. And what we do is once we're able to go through your assignment and we're okay with it, after the end of the week 4, in 1 to 2 weeks, we prepare your certificate and send to you. And we said this certificate, they are in 2 levels, one for BDA, then one for DAID that sponsor this program for you. Also, a week after the program, the program will end by ending of this month. All right, the WhatsApp group is going to be converted to alumni group for cohort 3. All right, and then for people that were sponsored by DAID, you will also remain there. You will be fellows of DAID, and at the same time, you are going to form cohort 3. But we have people that paid for this session. Your own WhatsApp group also will be retained as alumni of BDA Cohort 3. All right, so we have business name registration. Now, for people that have made their intention known that they want to benefit from our 20 slots of free CSE registration, based on your application. So a week after the cohort, we're going to announce the 20 selected people. And like we said, it's going to be based on your activeness, participation, and you must have requested for it at the application stage of this event. So if you didn't request for it at that time, might not be able to pick you. So if at the end of the day you didn't meet part of those 20 people, if you want us to register your business, we charge 30,000 for it, and for limited liability company, we charge 70,000 for it. For people that did not have website, you want to do a website, we charge 350,000 for it. So I've mentioned the certificate. One of the things I said we should do when you are submitting your assignment is that the full name you want on your certificate, because some people, they have a special way they want their certificate to be written. So we expect you to send us a mail when you are submitting your assignment, and you give us the full name you want on your certificate. But if you don't send it to us, we will still go ahead and use the name you used during your application to send your certificate to you. So the digital trade fair, in fact, as from tonight, the platform will be open for us to start submitting our flyers, anything you want to market. Once you know that you are the one producing that stuff, your Facebook link or your social media link, your website selling that stuff, then drop them in the group. We'll start promoting you, because one of the things we do for our participants is to market their products and services. And a lot of people do use this visibility to make money. So our testimonials and feedback. So quite a lot of you have started filling this testimonial. If you have not done so, all right, please, as from tonight, start filling your testimonial. For people that want to do video, do your video, you can send to me directly, or you upload on this testimonial as well. Then on the WhatsApp group, I know that some of you have been sending us feedback, testimonials. So on the WhatsApp group, we will give you, as from tonight, you can also write your testimonial, drop it on the WhatsApp group. We'll capture it from there as well. So all these testimonials we use together. Then after this session, I would post a link through my Facebook page, where other people, all of you, can also go there to do testimonial for this session tonight and do a feedback or praise for the session. So these are the things that you are going to see when you go for this testimonial through this link. I want your full details. Then we want, there are some specific questions that we want to have from you. Then if you have people that want to be part of this program, the next cohort will be starting in January, and the price is 20,000 naira. So if you have people that you want to be part of this program, you can refer them, and we give opportunity for our students to be able to benefit from if they refer people to us. So you earn 20% discount, or 20% commission rather, when you bring in people to join the academy. So if you bring people, you earn 20% discount of the 20,000. So if you want to do that kind of work, you can reach out to me. We'll give you all other marketing materials that you can use. Then you make money even as you bring people to the academy. So those are the things that we get from you, video testimonial. So if you can do video testimonial for us, do it, send it to us, and opportunity to upload those things are here. If you want to recommend people, you want us to go ahead and call them and contact them, at least you can give 5 people their phone numbers, emails. We'll reach out to them on your behalf and say that uh, because you attended this course, you've nominated them to be part of the program, but they will also pay their own 20,000 naira. So let's get to the business of creating a business that runs in your absence. Creating a business that runs in your absence. So What is business? If you want to define business, is the activity of buying and selling of goods and services and manufacturing of goods or providing services in order to make profit. Business is an institution organized and operated to provide goods and services to society under the incentive of private gain. So from this definition, you know that people want to make profit when they do their business. Now in business, we have economic activity, we have production or purchase of goods and services, we have selling of goods and services in business, we have also continuity in dealings, profit, earnings, element of risk, or certain returns, legal and lawful, consumer satisfaction. These are things that you take note of when you have a business that you are running. Now, factors affecting business opportunity. There are a lot of people, maybe you are here, you don't even have any idea. All right. There are so many factors affecting business opportunity. And following those factors on resources have opportunity to evaluate the following in business opportunity. The market. One thing you need to know is that anything you are selling, any business you want to start or the one you are doing right now, you have to do market research. Even though if you have been making money, you still need to continue to do market research so that you know if this market is going down or if this market is booming. There are some markets that they are closing. The market is not accepting such products again. So you don't want to be caught unaware. So you have to keep studying the market. Now, individual interest. Some of you have interest in some specific business, which is fine. The capital you need to start the business, the skill, the supplies of input, manpower, technology, all these things are factors you consider when you have business opportunity. There are some of us who have business opportunity, we don't have the required uh, manpower to do it, but you can contract it out. You can be a middleman and connect people together and make your commission. So as an entrepreneur, your job is to find the need and feel it, find the odds, and heal it. There are a lot of people that are looking for people that can solve their problem. So if you are the one solving people's problem, then you are going to make money. So general advice as you start your business. Advertising is the soul of business. All right. Thorough preparation is key at every level of business growth. To, to succeed in business, we need ambition. Go for adequate training on the business. Your business needs a successful role model to emulate, like a mentor. All right. The man and his business are two separate entities. In all practical purpose, they should remain so. You know, if you have been attending these sessions very well, you will have seen where I said people should separate their personal finance from their corporate finance. At most, be on salary. Even if your business cannot pay you now, let it be on record that your business is owing you. So that the day you have a breakthrough, you know the limit of money you can pull out and you can retain the remaining money in the business. So general advice, great leaders learn to share the responsibility and the authority in the business. You cannot do everything alone. By the time you see that the demands for your business is getting higher, then what you need to do is to bring people to help you out. The chief role of the leader is to create the vision and conduct the thinking and design the plan. As the CEO of your business, you are the chief leader. So you have the responsibility to create the vision, to think and design plans around your business. Now you need to save at least 10% of the revenue in your business to go into savings accounts to represent a capital base, an anchor of stability or opportunity money that will be needed to launch into a bigger stage as the business grows. So you need to save. And I tell people, you yourself need to save. The business needs to save. That's the way you can build capital base. Employee becomes committed, loyal, and thrive well when they can learn, grow, and maximize their potential. If you employ people on this call, you need to see how your employee can be committed and how they can grow with you in the business in such a way that you pay for trainings for them. Today I attended the Mad Marketing Conference by Shioma Ifa in AC, and I have to pull all my team to go with me. I pay for them. All right. So I pay for all my team members to come with me to that conference so that they can learn as I'm learning. So this is what we are talking about. Now, general advice continue. Identify the current champion in your chosen industry and find a way to emulate them. This is very vital. If you any industry you are, look for people that are doing well. That should be your benchmark. When I was starting out about 12 years ago, I researched the space of business consulting and people that are using personal branding to do business consulting and build mega business around it. And I created a picture where I put myself in their middle and I say, all these people very soon will be talking on the same platform. In less than 5 years, there are some of them that will start speaking on the same platform. So look for people in your industry, emulate them. They might not be your mentor, but if they are doing something fantastic, they have training. I remember I went for a training by Leke Ada. Leke Ada is one of the big names in my industry. So somebody invited him. The two of them partnered together to organize like a program, like a conference or seminar. And I paid for it and I went for it. So that's it. I ordered. He has a business development combo. As at that time, the money was close to 100K. I ordered it. It's just like saying 250K now. I ordered it and I'm using it. So you read books about your chosen industry, okay? And the more you learn, the more enthusiastic and passionate you become. You see, reading of books, attending seminars like you are doing now, there is no finish line. You cannot retire from it. There's nothing like I now know everything and you don't have what to do. There's nothing like that. So you need to have budget for buying books and you need to create time to read them. Some people, they have a lot of books in their library that they have not read. Don't be like that. Anything you are buying, let it be something that you are going to read that will help your business to move forward. So I want to take us through a list of what you are supposed to do to your business. Number one, come up with an idea. Could be a new or an existing, could be for profit or an NGO. Today, I have NGO, registered NGO. I have my for-profit business. And currently, I'm building a startup in the agri-tech space. The startup I'm building is called Remote Agri. So after the BDA, I will still come and do a section for people that will be interested in, maybe you want to be on any of our projects, especially our yam farm project that we are currently building. Right now, we are working on building 10,000 heaps of yam farm, and we are currently selling that currently. So after this cohort, I will be able to share that with us. So we have that idea you have, that business you have, give it a name, a logo, and create a brand around it. Make it impactful and simple. Look at some logos from the telecom industry, look at ShopRite, look at a pure water logo. So once you do that, you register the business with Corporate Affairs Commission. This is very important. This is very important. I think on day one, I was taking us through a similar list like this, that these are the things you do for your idea. The first opportunity I received to be trained in Lagos Business School was the fact that immediately I finished NYSC, the first business I registered is what I used to apply for that opportunity. And Diamond Bank of then paid for us to be trained by Lagos Business School. And as at that time, we paid 10% capital counterpart fee. So they spent money training us. So if I did not register my business that time, I would not have benefited from that opportunity. So get your TIN number. It's called tax identification number. There's something they call tax pro max now. If you register your business, you do tax pro max, then you'll be able to open a bank account for your business. So once you open a bank account for your business, some banks will collect money to do search for you. So some can collect 10,000, 15,000, depending on what it is that you have. Then number 6, write a full detailed business plan. You see, the reason why we gave you that assignment is that any opportunity that you are going to see for your idea or for your existing business, they will request for pitch deck, business plan, they will request for your website, they will request for quite a number of things that I've shared with you already. If you don't have them, currently an investor is talking to us and said that we should present businesses that are ready for private placement, equity funding. And then in our head, we were like, okay, we can look for, but we are currently building something which is called remote agri that we would rather sell this idea, this business to the private placement investor. So if he's not interested in agriculture, we'll now open it up. If we open it up, is your business ready for such investor? So that's the reason why you have to take all those assignments serious. So the next one is to show us the component of a business plan, executive summary, business description, product and services, market analysis. If you check your week 1 video, you will see that we've done justice to this: competitor analysis, sales and marketing plan, operational plan, management plan, financial plan, and projection. So I will say this to you: you need to get connected to a mentor. You need a mentor. If not because of my mentor, I wouldn't have launched Remote Agric. And in the space of 3 months of launching Remote Agric, the traction has been massive. The traction has been massive, especially for the Yam Farm project. It has been massive, massive traction. So it's because I was connected to a mentor that opened my eyes in that direction, and that was how we launched it. So you need a mentor in your business. Mentor is someone that have time for your business. Don't say Donald Trump is my mentor. Donald Trump, you don't even have Donald Trump's number. So it can be your role model. It can be your mentor. Your mentor should be somebody that can call you in a jiffy and you respond. So some of the things I've shared with you in building a business in your absence is actually inside this book called How to Run Your Business in Your Absence by my billionaire mentor, Dr. Abibola Mitoye. So if you need the book, reach out to me and we'll move on. So some of the things I will share now as I round up, they're actually inside the book. All right. So the first thing is hire great employee or people. So the first law of management is hiring the right people. Design organogram. List the job description, of any new staff you will employ. Now, on recruitment and employment, CV are very professionally prepared. And take note, focus on achievement, job loyalty, moving from job to job. Check references and ask for strength and weakness. When you start working with a team, you need to start conducting interview. And you need to know that this is an important part when you are hiring great people. So in hiring great people, start low and then increase the salary as they manifest competence and resourcefulness. You know, if you start high, people might not stay. But if you start slow and you continue to build them and increase them, then it will make sense. Then salary determination, probation period, 90 days, their confirmation, do orientation, introduction, explain the job, spend time with him or her, create a body system, a role model and a friend, then provide feedback for people that you have hired. This is very important. Now, there should be law and order in your place of business. Make people feel important. When you are not around, who is the leader? Who is the manager when you are not around? People should know and respect that office. Make people laugh and be in good mood. Be a good team player. Learn to listen. Explain benefit of action you want employee to take, how it will benefit them. Find a way to praise what you want repeatedly and praise the act. So if you catch your employee doing something good, talk about it. Tell them they are doing well. So if you do that, definitely they will do more of that. Now we have amazing power of delegation. All right. So amazing power of delegation. Delegation begins by hiring honest and credible and resourceful people. If you want to delegate, don't go and hand over your business to somebody that is not doing well for themselves. People that don't employ people that are not resourceful. People that you know that this one cannot handle your business. Skill of saving, growing some financial base or a form of reserve, which helps to calm the nerves as we delegate. With these minor mistakes, waste in the course of delegation can be well tolerated and accommodated. Set a goal to have your business run on autopilot without your active involvement. The reason why I'm doing this video on Saturday instead of Sunday is because I will not be around for another 1 week. And within that 1 week, my team will still close deals and execute those deals without me physically being around. So that's what they call autopilot. All right. So in your business now, can you travel for 1 week and you are sure that things are going well? They will deliver that order, they will do that services, they will market that business, they will close the. These are the things we are talking about here. And one thing you need to know is that some people, they will say they will not do it well because you have enough savings. If your employee is doing some mistake that is costly, because you have enough savings, that thing will not affect the business. So that's what this thing is talking about. We also have create a successor. Find a way to duplicate yourself. The first person in the business, second person, third person, fourth person. There should be hierarchy like that, that people can see duplication. Create a deputy successor. Detach from routine tasks. At some point in my business, I was the only one writing business plan for people. I was the one doing the marketing, composing all the emails because we do a lot of email marketing in my business. So I compose all the emails, I close all the deals, I use my number. So by the time we were trying to build structure, the first thing we did was to buy a new number for the company and a new phone. So we now change my personal number from all our write-ups and articles online. we now change it to the company line. Then I now train my first employee that will be my manager. I trained him very well. Then I now hand over the phone to him. When people call, they just know that the way this person is talking, he will be able to do the work. And that was how I was be able to start building structures around what I do. And today now, the business can run without my physical presence. And you have to keep empowering your team, build their capacity. So fire incompetent people. Do not be afraid to fire people that are not producing in your business, people that are not doing well. Then we have basic level is 1, 2, 3 out. So when people are committing errors, you give them query. When they are misbehaving, you give them query. So you give them first query, second query, third query. After third query, they have another query, they are out of the organization. So as I round up, the books that I recommended for the academy will be The Winning Streak, 5,000 naira. I've explained this before. Then my book, the link is also in the group. Starting out in life and business is another one. All the things I've been saying, they are in this book, How to Create a Business That Thrives in Your Absence, and also this book, The 30 Laws of Money. So if you need any of these books, reach out to me. I will be able to arrange the delivery for you. So it's time for question and answer tonight. If you have question, either based on what I've said so far or on the things in the academy, you can ask now. You can type your questions. You can raise up your hand. I'll give you opportunity to call, to talk, and all that. If you have question, you can type it in the meeting chat, or you can raise up your hand for questions. Then we'll give you opportunity to talk. Okay, so Rockwell, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you very much for this brilliant idea, and the webinar is insightful. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
My question is, I'm having a concern as regards two things, and the two
Okay.
things is as regards these annual returns of CAC,
Okay.
because I think in one of the video
Yeah.
talked about handle your CAC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either you be a
So that's
lawyer
the
or
first one.
executive secretary.
Yeah. So what's the second one?
It's as regards tax,
Okay.
FIR. So are we expected to be paying tax to FIRS, or we pay tax to our state internal revenue? So if we're paying the tax of the business to, I think the thing we generated is FIRS. So where
Okay.
does the state internal revenue comes to play? Thank you.
Okay. So very good. So so we have two major types of business that you will need to pay tax. So the first one is the business name. That's the one we register with 30,000. The second one is the limited liability company. That's the one we register with 70,000 and above, depending on the share capital. So for the one of 30,000, which is the business name, so there's a new law that says that if your revenue is not more than revenue in a year is not more than 25 million naira, then you are not expected to pay company tax. All right. But you are expected to pay personal income tax. Are you getting it now? Personal income tax is the one that they remove from your salary. If you've known people that are working with government, you will see that they remove a lot of there are a lot of deductions here and there. So that's for that. So for the personal income tax is the one that you pay for inland your state inland revenue. All right. So, but if you run a limited liability company from day one, you have to keep all receipts, document all your transaction, expenditure, everything. Now, if you didn't make any profit, every year you need to report to them that you didn't make profit this year. You didn't make profit. Now, the for the limited liability company is the FIRS that handles that. So you don't wait for them to come and meet you. You go and meet them. All right. So yeah, you say payee, yes. So the annual returns. So you mentioned annual returns. Annual returns for a company name, all right, a business name, the annual return is about 5,000 naira. So if you reach out to us, we can link you to our consultant to do that for you. And if you have been owing and your business is not active, we can do that for you as well. So you just pay, they will charge you, then you pay all the consultation fee and facilitation fee. All right. So you need to do that for your business. So all the business need to do annual returns every year. So the annual return is just to show them your state of business and things like that. So, but if you want to know more about tax, I'm not a tax consultant, so you might want to get one to advise you more properly on what you need to pay, how to pay it, where to go, which of the is it inland revenue, state one that you should pay to, or FRSA, and these are the things that you should take note of. So, more question. Let's bring in more question because this is an opportunity to ask question. One thing you people don't know is that after this course, if you want questions or you want a one-on-one section, we charge for it. So that's the reason why we give opportunity during live sessions like this for people to ask questions.
Yes, sir, I have a question, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, the financial model does not cover how we can integrate existing business into it. It's looking like more of a fresh business template. So how can we, okay, I have a business that is already existing, maybe 2 years, 3 years. How can I import those data and flow along?
Okay, very good. So depending on what you want to do and where you want to submit those information. So if you have existing data, financial data, and you want to do a financial projection, so there's something we call the actual. So let's say this is 2024 now, and you want to do a projection into 2025, 2026 in most of the so in the financials we have given to you, you will just focus on the projections. All right, you focus on the projections, but you will speak to some of the existing assets that you have on ground and your liability. So Amos says, can I contribute to the task? Yes, we'll give you the opportunity to do that. Then Ibukun says, sir, mine is a request, sir. Can we have this week grace to finish up the financial plan? All right, so as much as the deadline is passed, we will not give you any further deadline. The only thing is that when you are done, just submit. So if you are done tomorrow, submit. Don't wait for any new deadline. The academy is already rounding up. So once you are done with your assignment, just submit. So what happens if you don't submit after the cohort? After the cohort, what that means is that you will not be able to get your certificate when those people that have submitted theirs are getting their certificates. So once you are done, just go ahead and do. So let's give Amos opportunity to contribute on the tax issues.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. So on the tax issue, actually, I'm a tax compliance consultant. So
Great.
for like you rightly said, sir. So what I just want to add to it is the issue, the case of VAT, VAT, value added tax, because it's on all businesses, both enterprise and limited. Now, because though enterprises are not expected to pay company income tax, just like you have rightly said, except when they are above 25 million. But all businesses that has products that are VATable are expected to file VAT with FIRS. So and that's because that's where bulk of the revenue for FIRS actually coming is from VAT. And that implication is that for the first 6 months of your business, there are exemptions. But after the first 6 months, if anyone does not file VAT, there's automatically a penalty. And the issue with VAT is that once you register and you got your thing, that's when your date starts counting. And if you do not file VAT, whether you have zero VAT or not, you are expected to file. And if you do not file, it means automatically there's a penalty for that month that you did not file. And so after 6 months of your registration, so the month that is after it that you have not paid, the first month is 50,000. Subsequent months, there's a penalty of 5,000 for each of those months. So either have a you have income or revenue for that month, or you don't have revenue for that month, you should file your tax. You should file your VAT. And these things are easy. If you register your business and your business, your thing has been put on Tax Pro Max, you can just peruse through the dashboard and get this thing done online easily, or you can just get a consultant to guide you through and all of that. So I think that is where the biggest issue with tax comes in, is in the place of VAT and all, and it's very essential. And on the CIT, just like Boz has rightly said, I think the major issue with tax is proper accounting, proper documentation. And I think he actually talked about it detail in the classes. Record keeping, because most people are scared of how much tax will I pay? No, it's about your record. It's about your net profits, not necessarily all of your money. So if you have a good record keeping and there's good accounting of your net profits, then you are in good position. You could even, I have a lot of people who made transactions and revenue of over 100 million, and their tax is not even up to 100,000 in a month because of proper record keeping and proper accounting. So those are the things. And lastly, I want to mention again, just like Buzz rightly says, that don't let FIRS come to you before you go to them. Because the moment they come to you, that means you are going to pay big money. But if you go to them, even if you are paying small, you are on the good side. So they'll just need you to be updating your record and be submitting your documents. And that is all until the day you have a problem. But if they come for you, just know that either you close down that business or you pay huge and heavy money. And so those are the issues with tax that I think I should contribute. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Amos. So you can reach out to me, all right, so that we can work together to see how businesses can actually okay, everything is done online now, right?
Yes, most of it are done online on Tax Pro Max. Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's
So
work
once
together so that
the most
we
important
can.
thing is getting the tax promas done. So once the tax promas is done, so just the
Yeah.
other thing is about accounting side of the business, the record and all of that. So we file
Mhm.
most of it online, and then so the only thing is just that there are ways we contact the tax office, because every account now has a tax officer. So there are ways we contact the
Yeah.
tax officer from the promas. So if there is need for them to impute anything from the office, we can contact them. They will do that, and then from there we'll take it up.
Very good. So, like I said, I just launched a startup. The tax pro max is now up to maybe a month. The business itself is now up to 3 months. But from day one, we're already conscious of the tax implication of the business. And like you said, we want to be on the good side of it. And so that's the reason why I said we'll work together so that we'll start, apart from us that we are just starting, we want to see how businesses as well can benefit from some of these things. And so if you have flyers or links that talk more about your services around this, so you can drop it in the group. And these are ways we can build networks and connections to continue to grow together. And this is what we are also saying as well. So thank you so much for that wonderful contribution. Ibukun says Sama is a request. So I think I've talked about that. Secondly, my question is, how can one save consistently? Okay, very good. How can you save consistently? So one of the things I do in my business and in my personal life is to automate some of my savings. So I just give an instruction. For example, I use app. For example, I give an instruction that every week go into my bank account and pick so amount and save for me. And once I save that money, I cannot unsave it. Like I mentioned before, that some people will save and they will unsave their money. So what I will encourage you to do, get the book that I mentioned, this particular one, 30 Laws of Money. This will really, really help you with how to save your money. This book, I've read it more than 4 times, this 30 Laws of Money, and I'm still going to read it again. Maybe I'll even take it to this my travel. The 30 Laws of Money is if you want to save, grow and invest your money, is a good book for you. So Omotunde, you have the floor. Omotunde Blessing, you have the floor.
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening. At least we are hearing a female voice, you know? Yes.
Thank you very much for this wonderful section. In
Okay.
fact, you've really been a blessing to my life and to my upcoming business. Fine, although it's an existing business, but at least I just kickstart around July this year. So
Okay, nice.
my own question is, because I'm into food, grocery, shopping of grocery list,
Okay.
then also for surprises, majorly
Okay.
for people, for Nigerians in diaspora. So when they
Okay.
have to deliver some things to their loved ones here in Nigeria. So that's what I'm basically
Okay,
into.
nice.
My question now is, where my major challenge is that I really don't know how to charge, like my service charge. But one idea that my husband gave me was that I should always charge based on percentage. I should place it
Yes.
probably between 10% to 20%, depending. But I should just make sure I don't compromise the standard. Then the least can be 10%. So it was, my husband
Okay.
said I should always charge between 10 to 30%. So I just want to ask that, can you please shed more light on how I can be charging for my own personal service charge, so that
Okay,
I don't
nice.
overcharge things? Thank you, sir.
Okay, that's very good. So there are two money I'm seeing already in your business. Number one, you need to make money from the gift items, the products
Yes,
you are
sir.
buying. So you need
Yes.
to make money from that. So imagine you have those things in stock and you are earning, say, 20% on them. So when you are
Okay.
doing your quotation, you will quote it in such a way that on each of the item, you are earning 20% on them from the market price. So that's
Okay.
your, so if you want to deliver Bible to my wife now, package it, all right, and the Bible is 10 naira, you are going to now quote for me that the Bible is 12 naira. So
Oh,
you will first make money from those gift items or the services. So that's number one money you have to make. If you have not been making money that way, you have to design it tonight. So the second
okay.
money is now your service charge. So that service charge is now, like your husband say, between 10% to 30% is fine. So and it should be based on the money. Doing it based on the money will help you to scale easily. That means somebody that is paying small money, you will not be billing imagine somebody that want to use 50,000 naira now to um do gift
But
item. Yes. The way you charge, if you charge the person 10%, is still fine. So for me, you need to look at your other things you consider before you decide the percentage. Look at the in your service charge, what are the things what are the expenditure around it? This service charge, does it cover delivery? For example, you want to deliver the product, or maybe you have charged delivery separately. Those are the things you have to start factoring into it. So if you have charged delivery separately and all the cost around this thing has been well documented and charged, and if it's just the profit of that transaction you are now talking about now, so I think 20 to 30% is fine, depending on the industry rate. There are some industry they can charge as 40%. There are some industry they can charge as 50%, depending on your industry. So you just start and see how your clients will react. If you think that they are paying, just continue to make your money and save your money and grow your money. But if you charge 20%, for example, and they are telling you it's too much, then five customer is already telling you 20% is too much. Then you have to now begin to change the model. You understand? They might not even like the idea that you are charging separately like that. Then you now come back to the gift item and lump in all your earnings inside that. So there's no straightforward way to do it. It's just for you to work around it and get something. The main thing is that your business must be profitable. So
Yeah.
we have Genesis. Genesis, let's have you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're
I'm grateful.
welcome. You're welcome. Genesis, let's have you. Hello, Genesis. Okay, it's raising his hand up, but it's not speaking. So I think there is another question in the group here. It says, sir, for my own, there's an issue. I paid VAT years ago when FRSC comes around to collect the money, but they stopped coming, so I relaxed. And the thing I had is not the name on my CAC. What do I do? So I think you can reach out to Amos after this call. Okay, Genesis, you are back. Okay, just hold on, Genesis. You have the floor now. So,
Okay.
Mr. Ibukun, you can reach out to Mr. Amos after this call so that I can help you with this FRSC issue that you have. So, Mr. Genesis, you have the floor.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the journey thus far. It's been a very, very great time here. It's been a great one here. Learning, unlearning, and relearning. Thank you. I've been following your work from LinkedIn, Facebook, and all of that. So this is the first time we're interfacing, having this close conversation around business and all of that. And I could still remember, not to digress, but just to say this, I could remember when I bought one of your books like that. Your first book where you wrote while you're on campus,
Okay.
for entrepreneurs. I can't recall the
Yeah.
name exactly. Then I was
Yeah.
still in the university.
Wow.
So I went through the content, the nuggets there, very insightful, thought-provoking.
Wow.
That in itself actually spur my entrepreneurial acumen. So I'm
Wow.
indeed grateful for this another opportunity to learn from your word of knowledge. Thank you, sir. So to my question, the first one you highlighted how to build a business um, without one's present. I want to ask for a brick and mortar business, take for example bakery and all of that. How can one put such structures? Let's assume, just like you mentioned, you are away for a vacation or you traveled, and it's expected that you you deliver like the people on ground. It's expected that business will continue, doing what it should do
Yeah.
and you're absent, how can one ensure that that process is maintained? How can you build system and structure? Because a lot have been said in conferences, business forum and fora, a lot have been said about building structures and most time they don't dive deeper to really tell how this should be put in place. What exactly are we talking about when we are referring to putting business structures and systems to ensure that your business smoothly you know, continue even when you are not there? That's my number one question.
Okay.
And to the second one, so I think it will. I don't know, but Mr. Amos highlighted. These tax things. Tax is a very technical component of business, and most entrepreneurs don't have. We come from different background. Entrepreneurship, coming from different backgrounds. So a lot of person don't have. A lot of us, me in particular, don't have knowledge of finance, and this bookkeeping and record keeping has always been one of those factors investors and people do emphasize. How can we keep these things the way that investors or people that are interested in our businesses want us to do them? How can we ensure that we understand what the legal systems that govern our business? How can we, navigate this landscape? Will it be advice or will it be a good one if you bring Mr. Amos or somebody who have in-depth knowledge of how to help entrepreneurs who are just starting out to be able to navigate tax and all financial stuff like that? So that is the second question. I don't know if you get this, sir.
All right. Yes, so I got you very right. So there are trainings and sessions where the focus is on tax issues and record keeping and all that. So if I see such trainings, I can recommend for the group, people that have money to attend them can attend them. All right. So there are trainings around it. And with what you are learning now, the idea is that you are making effort to implement some of these things that we are saying. All right. So let me go back to your first question. So your first question, do you have a particular business you will want us to use as an example so that it will be practical, it will be direct and things like that?
Okay, so let's use bakery for instance.
Okay, nice, nice. So in bakery, you need to divide the operations. So when we talk about structures, we're talking about systems that can run on its own, and system cannot run on its own. It's people that run the systems. So number one, so let's assume that you are the only one running your bakery. You are the one that will mix it. You are the one that will operate the machine. All right. You are the one that would put the bread in nylon and arrange it on the show, on the shelf. You are the one that will drive and take it to places where you are distributing it. So you are the one doing all of that. So after a while, you discover that the workload is too much. People are asking, in fact, you cannot even meet up with production. People are already complaining. The people you're supposed to supply to, you promise them that you will bring it in the morning. But because you are still mixing the flour, you cannot go. You now went there in the evening. They were complaining. So that means that the workload is too much. You need people that will relieve you of this workload. So the first thing you now do is to recruit people. So you want to create job description of the people you want to recruit. So let's say you now recruit your operations manager. This operations manager will have access to your recipe. All right. This operations manager will have access to your recipe because there is no way they will do those things without, if you don't give them your recipe, they cannot do it in your absence. And from what I've done for us today, I said that there must be what is called detachment. And you must remove yourself from the day-to-day or menial operations of your business. So for some of the bakery people that I've seen, a lot of them have not expanded just because of this thing. They don't want to share their trade. It's not like trade secret now, but they don't. There are some, because one of the advice we give them is that there are some things they mix and their employees don't know what they mix. They just say, okay, pour this quantity of this to this. So there are some aspects of the uniqueness of the bread that is only the founder and maybe the family that we know. And you can produce those things in batches. But every other procedure, the general procedure of making bread. So if you do that very well, then all the people you will employ, you pay them well, you train them, you guide them. The business must thrive in your presence before you leave it to thrive in your absence. Let me say that again. The business must thrive in your presence before you leave it to thrive in your absence. So basically, when it comes to structure, it's people that will run the structure, and it's the documentation, job description, and all this that form the structure. Though your driver, where are they supposed to take the bread? The operation of your oven, how is it operated? Maybe they have to on this before they put the bread. All those things has to be documented. So in my organization, for example, there is a way we write business plan, and that process is documented. Any new people joining us, they learn that process. You understand now? So all these processes has to be documented, and people will learn them as you go. So those are the things that before somebody is suggesting a course here, I say Shoma Easy has a masterpiece on data entry academy on record keeping. So if you want to learn more about record keeping, I would recommend our course. Our course is about 40 something thousand, data entry academy. So I think there is a aspect on tax. I think that's what Amos is saying. So you can go through that course as well and keep building. So I want to appreciate all of us for staying to this time tonight. It's time to do our digital photography where we snap ourselves before we close this webinar tonight. All right, so if you have opportunity, you can on your video as we take photography. All right, I know it's already night. Some places will be dark. Okay. So let's just do. Wait. So just give me some minutes to run this. Okay. All right. Yes, I think we're doing this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Just hold on. Okay. Wait, 3. So thank you everyone for tonight. So I'm going to end the call now.